Hey, good morning, y'all. It is the next morning and we slept really good, so uh, maybe a good thing it turned out that way. It's 7 in the morning. I'm going out to get Martha's bag real quick, and then we're gonna get some breakfast at the hotel, and then hit the road. Our van is frozen. Poor van. All right, here's breakfast. So it's real nice. They had pre-made scrambled eggs and looks like hot dogs. I don't know if it's actually breakfast sausage. I think it's just a hot dog. They had some Icelandic yogurt, which I put some granola on. I accidentally put a little too much. Then they had some meats and cheeses, hard-boiled egg, and they had different types of breads, but for some reason this roll was looking good to me. And then Mars helps me make these little, I think they're more like espressos. So this is an Americano. And that's Mars. And she got some fruit.
Okay, some Iceland watermelon.
Iceland watermelon?
Yeah.
But it's a nice view outside. Nice and snowy. And we're gonna eat. This was included with our stay, so this is pretty nice. So we're getting ready to hit the road, but we were drying these clothes out.
Look, it's frozen. It's so hard.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
Oops. Alright, so we made it down to the lava rock. I apologize, this is actually shoot number 2. Somehow, friggin' setting on this got changed again. So I will say that's one thing that bothers me about this DJI 4 is however that keeps happening. So I'll just have to keep an eye out then. But otherwise, really cool down here though. The lava rocks are really neat and the waves crashes are huge. But it's impressive, and again, you guys.
It looks like it splashed recently.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's really cool, and then just all the black lava rocks is really interesting. Makes for a real pretty landscape. Like I said, it's about 9:30. It's about 31 degrees out. We've been driving for about 45 minutes or so. And this is our first stop of the day. Anyway, onward and to the next. So as we were heading out from the little side road we took to get to the lava rocks, we saw this thing. Yeah, it's definitely getting windy. To grab some of the gear.
Yep.
Look at the snow mountains over there. Hopefully you guys can see them. I'll take some photos and maybe even video with my iPhone, because I know this DJI can't zoom in very well. I'm using it. And we had some waterfalls later and things. This looks like a metal structure or sculpture, whatever. It's pretty cool though. Oh, it's all in Icelandic, but we did see a lot of these giant anchor things out of concrete. There's some over here, I'll show you, but there's a big one around the roundabout. That might even be the one they're talking about there. But that's pretty neat. It's like a sundial up here. Sorry, there's ice on the steps. I wanted to make sure I didn't kill myself. Oh, interesting. Alright, so it's all in Icelandic. So we're gonna have to translate later. Either way, I find it interesting. And then you can see the terrain around here. It's like the mountains and buildings and things. Alright, we're at Kerid Crater, where we just parked. It's a little colder, so I got more layers on now. Got my jacket and some gloves and the face mask. We just parked and we're heading in. The parking lot's not huge, so keep that in mind if you're driving. Informational board here. I think there's usually a little coffee cart here. Couple of tables to sit at. No drums. Alright, so we were able to pay by Apple Pay. It looked like they accepted cards and cash. So here we go up around Kerid Crater. Oh, there it is. Kerid Crater. Oh, look, people wrote their name down there.
It's frozen over.
Oh, that is interesting, actually. Just a lot of stairs. It's pretty cool, though. Yeah, it's neat. But yeah, there's definitely people down there playing in the water. So in the summertime, we see a lot of pictures and video of like a bright blue water. So it's interesting, I guess, to see it. But there's this nice little hut here, made of this synthetic wood. Well, I mean, as far as craters go, so you can walk up and around, and you can also walk down. So, a couple of options here. So here's a look at the parking lot, just to give you guys an idea of its size. Again, it's not super huge. Thinking maybe, I don't know, close to 40 cars or so, give or take. But we're gonna walk around it, or at least as far as we want. Check out this crater here. That's pretty easy. There's gonna be some, gradation here, but like it's pretty simple. I'm sure it's a number one. Yep, we'll see. Oh, Ma's got her goggles on. She's ready to go. I didn't bring my little wind meter this time. I'm sure the reading's different, but it kind of feels about what we saw earlier. Maybe gusts up to 10 to 15. Yeah, I mean, it's cold out, but yeah, the wind adds a whole other element. So like the face mask and the glasses, the goggles helps out a lot. So this is the last bit. This is probably the steepest part of the whole thing. It is pretty steep, but just take your time, watch your step. I think this is the lesser known Tim crater. Alright, this is as high as you can get. Yeah, so I just want to show you the backside here. They're coming down. They weren't kidding when they said slippery. It's very muddy and slick. Yeah, so I mean, we're wearing like hiking boots basically, like waterproof. I think it helps. And then along with the other gear we talked about for the wind and the cold, so I think we're doing pretty good though. I'm pretty happy with what we brought. I think it's working out. Of course, it's only our first full day, but so far it's come in handy. Oh, you see my shout out on that? As we make it around the last bit, there's some kind of like stairs they put in these little pieces of wood. Yeah, so there's restrooms here, just so you know. Just to the left of the entrance. At least at the time that we're here.
I think it's funny, there's all water closets.
Yeah, they are.
You don't look for a restroom, you look for a water closet.
Yeah. Free parking, but then we paid the entrance fee. We did good. We're off to our next stop. Alright, so we are here at Fridheimar Tomato Place.
Yeah.
I'll just show you the parking lot real quick. It's pretty decent here, and I think there's some up around the way too, so
It's pretty big park.
yeah, I'm gonna guess 50 spots or more. They even had some electric chargers. First time we've seen a specific sign for that. But if you guys want to check some more out, here's their website at the bottom. But let's go in and look around. We've definitely heard good things, and today's Easter Sunday, so this is going to be our Sunday meal.
This is gonna be our Sunday meal.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, Easter meal, you know what I meant. That's what I said.
Oh, it's like, hey, you know, Sunday.
Ah, look how smooth that looks.
Yeah, both electric fans.
Oh, touch it.
Don't touch it.
Oh,
Oh,
slippery.
you're gonna fall and touch it.
Slippery around here. Maybe we should have wore our crampons. Or walked on the rope. Come visit after we eat. But some pretty Icelandic horses over here. But yeah, so we're going up the drive now. And real nice out, a lot of trees.
Trees, what is that?
See, and here's the chargers back here, so that's interesting.
Oh, there's more parking lot.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I guess I could have driven back here. But yeah, the place is in the back, so it's a little bit of a walk to get here. Oh, there's a map. Oh, and the bus parking too. Wow, so they get some big groups. And they got these greenhouses here with a bunch of tomatoes. So we'll get a closer look at that in a moment. Thanks, huh? No crampons. A little store.
Hello, how can I help?
Ooh, smells real fresh in here. Smells like plants. Yeah, so here's our table. We ended up at the bistro. Oh, this table looks cool though. It's built into a big rock. And then we're kind of inside this sort of greenhouse thing. See the bar behind me. So they have a full bar here, or I think pretty much. I'm gonna try the tomato beer. And Mars is going with a Bloody Mary, so that'll have the tomatoes in it as well. Alright, here's my organic tomato beer. And Mars' Bloody Mary.
For tomatoes from the greenhouse.
Yep. Alright, well, cheers. Oh yeah, definitely tastes the tomato. Like, it's not bad, but it's there. I've heard people on YouTube say, "Oh, I can't taste it." No, it's right there. It's good.
The Bloody Mary, like the tomato juice is more like on the liquidy side, not as pureed. This is more like you just pour a can of soup.
Alright, well, I guess drinks are good. We'll start with that. Alright, so all of the stuff came. We got this tomato soup with this little design in it, some bread, and then the cheeses and some croutons and all kinds of other stuff. Looks really good though.
Yeah, that looks really good.
I mean, that looks like it's drizzled with some honey. That looks like cheese and like sausage or salami kind of thing. This has something drizzled on it. All of it looks really good. And then Mars is ravioli.
Burrata ravioli.
That's what I said. Alright, we're gonna get to eating. Definitely tastes fresh. Here's kind of the consistency. But it is good. Yeah. You like your ravioli?
That is the best one I ever had. So good.
So we're enjoying the cheese pie. I just wanted to know, this is a coffee that's sprinkled on top, so that's a little different. And then I haven't tried the strawberries yet, but Mars just said they're really good, so I guess we should try one. They are good. One other thing I didn't note to you guys, this made me remember, is on the menu was Florida orange juice.
But it's funny, it was called Floridiana.
Oh yeah.
Right, Italian.
Yeah, it was Floridiano. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we know what they mean. Alright, so I think we're about ready to throw in the towel. But just one last look at kind of the dining hall.
Nate is about ready to throw a tomato.
But we were discussing, this place is really good and we don't hear a lot about it. Like a lot of videos we see only focus on the main restaurant. So I think the bistro is a nice alternative. I thought the menu was still pretty good and the food definitely tasted good, for sure. We really enjoyed the food. In fact, this cheese platter, I highly recommend it if you like this kind of thing. I thought all the cheeses were really good. There's not one on there that I didn't like. And they were very different, so I thought that was fun too.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Man, you guys, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're playing some CCR, so that ain't bad. So here's where we came in. I just wanted to show you guys there's some seating right here. A private room here, which is kind of nice. See, we got a TV. Another private room there, and then some restrooms. And then here's the bar, which is also very pretty. And then we pay up here at the host, so I'm actually going to pay here in just a moment. The table number is on each table, so that's how you pay. And we're about ready to get out of here. Alright, so now we're sitting at, I guess, the main restaurant. I don't know what to call this, but they basically have essentially the same drinks. And honestly, almost the same stuff here. They don't have the mussels right now because they're out, but that was different. And then they have a few different soups, I guess. We're gonna probably get some desserts. And I don't know, go from there. What is all this for? Looks like butter and I don't know what you would use that on unless they bring some bread or something. And I know people cut the leaves off of this to add like the basil or whatever this is. But there's a bar and there's a help yourself soup station. Yeah.
You can feel the warmth coming out.
Yeah, it's hot in here. This feels more like a greenhouse than the last greenhouse we were in. Alright, so like within like 2 minutes we got my beer, my more tomato beer, and I got this fun little pot with my cheesecake. And then here's Marsley's sorbet. So both dishes have tomato in it, so we'll let you know what we think. So I got this cool little spoon. Reminds me of like a milkshake spoon kind of thing. It's like super long and it's not very big. And here, I'm trying to compare it to my glasses. It's really not that big. Alright. Never eaten out of a flower pot before. Wow, it's really good. It's very light and not thick at all. Nice and creamy. It almost tastes like More like apple than tomato. It's very good though. I like it. It's nice. Yeah, that was really good. A view of kind of the consistency. Yeah, kind of oddly enough, it reminds me of like a apple flavor. I don't know where it comes from, but it's nice. I actually like this a lot. It's good. And of course, the beer is the same, but it's good too. So, I'm gonna try Mars's now. Start with the tomato one. Yeah, it's good, right? Yeah, she's right. It tastes like a cold tomato soup. And this one's like a cucumber one, I guess. Oh yeah. Not good. Skip that one. And then this one. The last one? Maybe. It's real faint, whatever it is, which is fine. You'll see on the back here in Icelandic and then in English a little bit about their story. Alright, so a couple of restrooms just to the right of the bar. And then this, we got a little bit of history of Fridheimar. Then another restroom here, and then the front. And then we're gonna walk around through these tomato plants. There's the bee house. And there's some little green tomatoes.
There's a red one at the bottom.
Yeah. So interesting. There's a lot of tomatoes. Here's a look at the dining room area. Oh yeah. This was the self-serve soup and bread station. Some bee boxes up here.
That's cool. I want to get bee boxes for the house.
Another look at this greenhouse. This looks pretty cool. Looks like they're cycling through new plants right here. And then, yeah, get all this. Alright, there's their famous tomato soup, which we did have. We had it. They sell tomato plants. They sell the sorbet. They sell this little kit. Kind of interesting. They sell this little handbag with some barbecue sauce. Green pancake syrup. Beef rub. Pork rub. Hot curry sauce. Red dessert sauce. We got tomatoes. You got the salts. You know this little guy? And this little boop, boop. Alright, so we're done at Fridheimar Tomato place. Good. It turned out to be good. I mean, we got to see both places. Still really like the cheese board. I think that was worth it. I think the beer was pretty good, and I think the cheesecake was good.
I liked my sorbet really good. If I hadn't gotten the raviolis, I would have just done the cheese board and the sorbet. But I really wanted something warm and hearty because I don't eat as much, so I was like, the raviolis was perfect.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting. They sold the sorbet too in little to-go pints that I showed you guys at the end. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess overall, I'm gonna say we recommend stopping here if you can. If you can't, or you know, if you don't have a reservation, that bistro thing turned out to be pretty good. So go check that out, because I just don't feel like that's advertised very much.
Yeah, and it's very warm in there.
So we're heading up now around parts of the Golden Circle. Our destination is to the geysers, but again, we may stop along the way, so we're just gonna make this up as we go. But let's go. Alright, well, we started walking in here and realized it's just a restaurant and coffee house. I thought it was like a visitor center, but there's literally a path right here, and we go through the geyser area. We're ready. Looks like we're going snowboarding, but gonna go see some geysers.
I don't care. When we were at the crater, these glasses saved me.
Yeah, we brought these because we knew if there's high winds, they're way better than just your sunglasses.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go. We're gonna cross. Yep, I can smell them already. We put on some smelly stuff. We're gonna need that to kick in. Well, you see the big one back there. Let's go. Uh-oh, we didn't bring ours. We have them at the car. Yeah, let's see how far we get. I didn't think about it on this one. See how long this walk really is too. That's another thing. A lot of times I don't see, because I didn't realize, where you started the thing. So a real big parking lot. I bet that restaurant does get busy. It's convenient. So we're on dirt and gravel, and then it transitions to these pavers. It's nice out though. Look at that picnic bench way over there. How do you get over there? Stay on path. No smoking. Don't litter. No drones. Ooh, now we're on this stuff. It says it's between 80 and 100 degrees Celsius. Looks like it loops around. That might be real nice. Makes it easy. Just kind of do a big circle.
Yeah.
So this one has a sign or a grave. And it's bubbling. It's like bubbly mud. But yeah, here's everybody gathered here. It's one of the biggest ones that erupts. Can spew, I think, up to like 20-ish feet high, give or take. Oh, here's what it recommends, the crampons. But I could see this being frozen earlier. Now it's just kind of muddy. Yeah, and it goes higher, and it goes all the way up to the mountain.
People over at that one too.
Yeah, well, I guess let's go watch this thing, huh? Taking a back seat while we're in over here. But you can definitely smell the sulfury smell. We got some of this stuff. I'll try to link it below. But it's for scent, and you just like chapstick, but you put it under your nose, and it helps. It does help. You get it? All right. That was it. Yep.
Yes, so happy.
What?
As soon as it goes up, this guy stood right in front of me on my shoe.
Oh.
And then he stops and looks, and I was like, out. And he's like, oh.
I
was like,
sorry.
"Hey."
Which guy was it? We yelled at him.
Was it everything you hoped for?
Sure, it was amazing.
Yeah. Water shooting out of the earth's butt.
Yep. All right, that was the geyser. This one here, Litly, and it's bubbling away. You see that? Yeah, I'm just gonna point out this pathway again. It's all pavers over here, basically bricks.
Do not touch that water.
Yeah, remember that water's pretty hot.
Tell them about the lady.
Oh yeah, Mars saw someone reach down and touch it, because I guess they didn't believe it. I mean, 100 degrees Celsius, you know, I mean, it's pretty decent. Across the way, so that's where we started over there. Here's the restaurant. Actually looks kind of nice. They didn't hold back. They're like, hey guys, we got this big geyser thing. It's an attraction. We need a restaurant, a hotel, and a center. Go! But apparently they have geyser golf. I didn't know. That's interesting.
Gotta shoot the ball over the geyser.
I don't know. What's going on over there? Okay. So we're at Gullfoss, right?
Yeah.
The golden waterfall, I believe.
Gullfoss.
Could be wrong about that golden part. Might have made that whole thing up. But we're at a waterfall. Big parking lot. And actually we're heading up towards this like visitor center type thing. And use the restroom real quick and then as usual, continue on. But they got a restaurant, gift shop, waterfall, and toilet.
Like the convenience.
Yeah. I feel like it's breezier here than it was at the geysers just now.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of tour buses. Look at that gigantic one over there. It's like a big tank. Alright, there's their main building. We're going down this way. So it's just long trail to the end, and then a little further down, and then you have some options whether or not you want to be on the high side or low side. Alright, so we came down the stairs. Not bad. And we got a pretty cool view of this waterfall as we came down. Look at that. Pretty sick. Looks really cool. But it says it's still 34 degrees out. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my wind meter, but it's not terrible. Like, it's steadier than the geyser, but the gusts are not strong. Gorgeous though, it's great. You got Fridheimar
Camera, no.
Camera. Actually, one thing too, it didn't take very long to get here. It's pretty quick. I think the only thing is if you could do stairs or not. Looking up ahead, there's a path. I don't know if that's like an alternative.
Yeah, it just goes straight into this outlet.
Yeah, there's another outlet, but there's actually another path over there. I just don't know where it comes from. It might be a longer path, but it could be ADA accessible. I'm not sure.
That's not bad. Like spinning.
Yeah, not too bad. It's really our first legitimate waterfall in Iceland. So, all right, number one. All right, so we got to the top and then we took a right. This is the upper side. Don't fall off the cliff. Yeah, it's always good advice. The area around us, there's the visitor center. And then just snowy landscapes. But this is nice too, it's a paved path. Got the little wire, you know, to keep you on the trail, but real easy to walk. Now in the summer, I don't know if you guys heard us, but when you're down below, you can usually go a little further. But because of the snow, we had to stop. Yeah, this was a good idea though. I mean, when it's not bothering me one single bit. I see a lot of people walking and they got real scrunchy faces from all the wind.
Hey,
Just walking around in Iceland looking at waterfalls.
walking in, like, let's come out a bit. All the pocket.
Here's what I shot now with my phone. Here's my phone, see if you can zoom in. Very cool. So cool. So much water going down there. Alright, so we're to the end here, as far as you can go. That's it. Can't go any further than this. That's cool.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, so look at the ravine that's going in that you couldn't see before. Yeah, look at that. Look how big it is. You get a bigger scale. Yeah, it goes under the snow there. That's probably connected to some larger rocks or something. Just to get in so we can see ourselves. Yeah, pretty cool. Sweet view up here. If you are afraid of heights, though, you might not like this. But worth the walk over here. Yeah, it's very cool. Alright, so again, I think well worth the walk to the end here.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're gonna head back to the little visitor center. I think get some coffee or something. Maybe
Something warm to drink.
yeah, just chill for a minute. Probably look at the store, and then onward. We're walking back to see this guy with his dogs. Pretty cool. I don't know what he's doing though. This is what we got. And it came out to, I think, 1920 in US dollars. So Mars got a cappuccino with oat milk. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I just got a filtered coffee. And then we got
Hot cross bun.
hot cross bun. Yeah. I already forgot what it was. Hot cross bun.
Like the children's.
But it looks like a regular roll. Maybe it's just glazed. And then maybe some raisins in it.
I've never seen that before.
So it's kind of harder than I expected it to be. But yeah, it's just a roll. Saban. Yeah, I mean it's just bread that's been glazed, it seems like, but it's nice. It's not bad. The bread is nice and soft on the inside. The crust is crunchy, which is why I thought it was a little harder than I expected it to be. I'm not sure what kind of bread this is, but the bread has a good flavor to it. And yeah, there's little bits of things in here. I guess I don't think it's banana bread or anything, but it has that consistency to me. I mean, it's nice to have the glaze, a little kick of sugar, sweet. Makes it kind of sweet.
Interesting.
It's really just a roll that glazed over, right?
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just
There's raisins and cranberries. Tastes better dumped in the coffee. Yeah, I think this is little bits good because the roll has sugar in it.
yeah. Oh,
This reminds me of that movie Brave. Those little things she ate.
But there's some artwork. This is where the bathrooms were. Yeah, the store and everything's back that way. There's quite a large seating area in here. Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff on the menu, yeah.
Yeah, like right here you can see like fish and chips and Viking beer for $42.90. I'm like, that's pretty decent for a tourist area. And then they had like 4 different types of hot stews you can have.
Yeah, they had the lamb stew, and then I saw a burger.
They had a few burgers. There's like different ones. The one thing I looked at was that triangle sandwiches, like usually you get at the gas station. This one was like legit turkey pieces and bacon. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty decent spot.
The guy in front of us got a pulled pork sandwich. Oh, that had a lot of pork in it. That looked good.
Quite often, you know, the tourist stops get a bad rap for not having good food. Like, oh, they're just convenient or whatever. And I think they are those things, but I think in this case it was pretty good.
Yeah, like the price is it's a little bit more than normal for prices. Kind of like what you say, oh, well, you're paying Disney prices when you go to Disneyland. Same here, but I mean, at least the food looks excellent and it's massive.
Yeah, I agree. So, good experience at Gullfoss, and I don't know where we're going after this. Or Gullfoss. Sorry.
The sign says more espresso, less depresso.
Yeah, so anyway, again, good experience here at Gullfoss. Not sure where we're going next, but we'll take you with us. Alright, so we just parked at this waterfall. It was 1,000 krona. We paid at the pay station. They have an automated like camera system, so we didn't have to like display the ticket or anything.
Oh no,
you probably can't see it on camera, but the snow's coming down. So we got snowflakes and waterfalls. Oh yeah, some birds. That was our second waterfall, but this one's pretty cool because we're at the base of it. And it's very, you know, waterfall-y, right? There's actually another one over there.
And another one over there.
Yeah, there is actually. Yeah, it's 3. But it's a nice trail to get back here. It's all paved. Even got some lighting.
Wow, it looks like there's stairs.
Wow. I mean, I don't want to get like too wet or anything, so we'll kind of keep our distance a little bit. Yeah, there it is in all of its glory. Oh, here we are at the waterfall. Proof that we were here. Alright, so we're leaving this guy and we're gonna come over here and see if we can see anything this way. Got this little bridge. We know somewhere there's a waterfall where basically it's like this, where there's a main waterfall, and then to the left there's another one, but to really access it you gotta go through like a little cave. Oh, here's the water here. Yeah, the snow hasn't gotten any heavier. It's still pretty light, but that's a good thing.
But yeah, see, there's the path where people go up the stairs.
Yeah, so if it was summertime or, you know, better weather, you can walk behind it. So there's a horseshoe path.
But if it's cold, it freezes back there.
Yeah, they'd have too many people falling down. Oh yeah, look at that. Wind changed directions again. And now the flurry's blowing this way. Let's see if I can catch any of the snow. Yeah, I think mine's caught it. Yeah, it's weird how the wind changes directions pretty quickly.
Elsa, stop.
Here's a little stream here from this waterfall. It's really cool though.
Look at all the birds just nested in the rock.
Yeah, you guys might not be able to see it on this camera, but there's a ton of birds in there. Alright, so we saw all three of these. We're heading back.
How cold is it?
It's getting late, so we're gonna definitely head back. Mars wants to try to see how cold the water. Go right here.
It's like when we did the ice bucket challenge.
Alright, so we're heading back to the car. Our next stop, campsite. We're actually at Vik. They're not technically open, so there's no restrooms or anything like that, but there's, I don't know, 20 other vans here, all doing the same thing. We read this in advance too, so during the winter sometimes they're officially not open, but you're allowed to stay here, so it's hopefully working out for us.
Yeah, because we tried to go to Gullfoss campground. I think it's Gullfoss.
Yeah, at the waterfall there, which would have been really cool, and unfortunately it's closed for renovation. So stupid.
And
so
then Pungalavir is closed until July.
yeah, so just really annoying, but we made it all the way to Vik, so we're here, gonna make the most of it, gonna eat our dinner, just kind of chill, rest. I'm pretty tired again, so it probably won't take long to go to sleep. You know, we'll get the van sorted once we're done, you know, convert to sleep, make sure this heater's going, call it a day, I think.
Yes, soup and then to sleep.
But yeah, we'll show you here. I don't think we showed you the heater last time either, so I guess we'll show you that. And I don't know, about done for the day, just a few more things.
Wish us luck.
Alright, here's my soup. Looks pretty good. We're gonna eat this, and then we'll turn on our heater. We've got to run that for about an hour or so, is what they said, and then we should be able to shut it off, go to sleep, and it should keep the inside warm through the night, is what they say. Alright, so we started it because they told us to run the engine for 30 minutes while this is going. After 30 minutes, we'll shut it off, but run this for another 30. It's just a dial here. Green obviously means it's on. And then underneath Mars there's like a hole on the wood. It's just a little vent. That's all it is. But basically it's like a spare battery that doesn't use the car's battery. But in this case, they said it would be a good idea to run it so that the alternator is working just for a bit, because we had some concerns. Obviously last night.
We didn't hear that last night.
Yeah, so anyway, it looks like everything should be good. It should start heating, and then like I said, after about 30 minutes we'll shut the engine off and then heat this up. We'll shut everything down and then go to sleep.
Getting warm and toasty. Because it's cold.
Van life.
Yeah.
Alright, here's our dinner. Some soup.
Yes, an Icelandic stew.
Yeah, I got some Icelandic stew on a burner.
Then something donuts.
We do have the window down, and we've been opening up the doors, so there's plenty of ventilation in here. Trying these little pink donuts from Bonus. They're not bad. Strawberry. Yeah, I forget how much this cost us, but a little box of donuts. Little dessert. Alright, and that it does it for day number 2. It was a long day. We didn't really go into detail, but basically after we left those waterfalls, it was getting pretty late already. I want to say it was around 8 o'clock, and we thought we were going to drive just to the next one. I can't remember the name right now, but the waterfall campground, it was closed. This is okay, there's another one, you know, just up the road, another campground, let's go there. Closed. So we pushed on. I didn't want to go backward, even though yes, there were
obviously campground's the other direction, but we'd already invested so much time driving, and it was getting late. Let's just keep going. We're going this way anyway. Let's continue. So that's how we ended up at Vik. I thought I had filmed some there. I did not. It's crazy. I guess just with everything happening, you know, like I said, the campsite was officially closed, but they did allow you to stay there, so just none of the amenities were open. So I think with that as our kind of main thing going on, plus trying to eat and everything else, I guess I just forgot. It seemed nice though, so when it is open, there seemed to be a large area of tons of restrooms and showers, which felt ironic just because it was closed to us. And that's one thing we could have used. We relied on the gas station and stuff like that, which, you know, let us use it. So just like before, I want to keep you guys posted, keep you informed, and I will recap all this either at the end of the series or possibly in a separate video, but day by day, I want to show you our costs and everything, including souvenirs and other things. So without further ado, here is our expenses for day number 2. Alright, so that was our expenses, and I kind of want to give you guys some sort of visual of where we're going. So, got this cool little map thing. Here was day number 2, kind of a recap with a few photos. Shows our map, shows kind of where we went, so enjoy. Alright guys, and that does it. So day number 2, please stay tuned. Hopefully you're excited for day number 3. It's an interesting day. I won't give anything away, but stay tuned for that. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Until next time, bye bye.